we have been given this incredible gift on AI that can grant us our most complex wishes, the things that we have not been able to solve. We are essentially standing on incredible shoulders. On the other hand, this AI again does not know what it needs to solve. It does not know where to go, whether it needs to solve cancer or climate or whatnot. So it really needs us, not in the sense that we are going to co-invent, but we need to sort of guide each other and make sure that this technology is steered in the right direction. Hi, everybody. My name is Hod Lipson. I'm a roboticist, professor at Columbia University, New York. My research area is robotics, AI, creativity, and sentience of AI and robotic systems. And I'm going to be talking a little bit about sort of this new era we're at, where AI is not just making decisions, but it's actually being creative, coming up with new ideas. Where is that going to go? How does that transform society? And what's going to happen next? A lot of people come to AI with a sense of panic. Um, it's going too fast. How can I catch up with this? What should my kids learn? What is my job going to be like? What's going to happen to humanity? I mean, weapons. I mean, the fear is palpable in almost any way you want to think about it. And I'm here to tell you, you will never catch up with AI. AI is going to keep moving forward. But the good news is that nobody else is going to catch up with this. This is, we're all on this journey together, and you cannot opt out. You cannot say, I'm not going to do AI. I'm going to keep doing what I did before and let somebody else do it. No, we are all on this journey together. You can either lead this or you can be dragged along. So my message is don't fear, steer. Steer this in the right direction because we need people to grab this thing and make it go in the right direction. I'd say AI, you can see almost two phases. The first phase of AI was all about consuming data and making decisions. Is it a cat or a dog? Should I turn left or right? Should I buy or sell? Is it going to rain or shine? Consuming data, making a decision. And I remember a lot of people looked at that and they said, well, that's all great, but we humans have a different kind of intelligence. We can create new ideas out of thin air. These are complex ideas. They're not a decision. And they generate, we're contributing new information rather than consuming information. And can AI do that? And it turns out that it's indeed a very different kind of intelligence. And the old techniques for machine learning that we've been using for almost a century for decision making don't transfer well to generating new ideas. That's where generative AI comes in. It's really sort of a new way of framing AI in a way that doesn't just consume data, but actually generates new things. And I know generative AI uses a lot of data, but unlike decision-making AI, it can actually generate new stuff. It can generate a lot more than it consumes. A lot of people think that generative AI is confined to text, to music, to images. There are big ones, there's small ones, but the reality is that generative AI it's all about generating new ideas in any language. Therefore, it works with genomics. You can generate medicine. You can generate antennas if you have the language for generating antennas. You can generate new materials. Anything that you can describe as a language, you can be creative in that space. So again, most people, we as humans, we think, it's music, art, images. These are the kind of things where we humans are creative. But if you zoom out, you'll see that actually generative models are applicable in a huge range of disciplines and areas, way beyond what most people interact with. So, if you think that there's a lot of them because there's Gemini and there's ChatGPT, you haven't seen the tip of the iceberg even of all the other kinds of generative AI tools are out there that speak languages that we humans don't understand. The way these creative models work, these generative models work, is actually quite baffling, and it's in its simplicity. And they all work using this principle of filling in the blank. They all train a model to fill in a missing word or a missing token in a language. Now, I know when people hear this, they say, wait a minute, if you take a lot of text and you train an AI to fill in the blank, that's just autocomplete. In what way is that creativity? And the answer is that it depends on the size of the blank. right? So filling in one word, yes, that's autocomplete. What about filling in two words, three words? What about filling in the empty page, the blank page, right? So clearly, if I give you two words and I say fill in the rest of the blank page, that takes a lot of creativity. So generally speaking, the larger the blank, the greater the creativity. And that's what these models behind the scene are being trained. The big difference between that and, let's say, decision making is that there are many ways to fill in the blank. Filling in the blank, especially when the blank is large, is not a yes no question. It's not a is it a cat or a dog. There aren't three options. There are a lot more. So the AI models behind the scenes that learn to fill in the blank need to be able to handle a lot of ambiguity, uncertainty. That's why you get a new answer, a different answer every time you ask the same question, because there are many ways this thing can go forward. I know that filling in the blank doesn't sound like creativity, but behind the scenes, it sort of is, and that's it's amazing to see that actually work in reality. I think in order to sort of harness this power of this really new paradigm of AI. It's not just a matter of using things that are out there, but really a deeper understanding of how they work and how you can create your own sort of LLM in your own space and be a leader in that area. So that's what we're going to talk about in this session.